Hey everybody, it is once again that time of the year where I would like to just go over all of the new records I've gotten in the last bit of time. My addiction has not gotten better. I love vinyl. It's just like my one collector's hobby. It's really fun, despite the amount of punches to the wallet. It's done, but I just love doing it. But yeah, the first record I'm about to talk about is my most recent pickup, Two Parts Viper by 68. Briefly talked about this band before. They're like bluesy post-hardcore stuff. This is my personal favorite album from them, and I flipped out when I saw that they repressed this. This is one of the most effortlessly badass bands I know of. Like, look at it's so cool. I love these pictures. Also, very cool pressing. Yeah, we got like you can kind of see the screen. Ooh, kind of like a weird green splatter. I don't know. It sounds great. I listened to it literally today. Recommend these guys if you like, some heavier shit that's a little bit bluesy too. It's fantastic. I love this record. Very underrated band in my opinion. I'm just saying, the Used Bin has never done me wrong. Every record I've gotten from the Used Bin has sounded great. This is, I believe, the 25th anniversary edition, 20th or 25th, I don't remember, anniversary edition of, oh wow, it's really reflective, the self-titled American football record. This shit is crazy. I'm just so astonished. It was $15, and again, I've listened to it. It sounds amazing. I love the packaging with this. It like has this crazy, whoa, you can kind of see, so reflective. Whole ass booklet here. Look at that. It's pretty sick, gnarly. Yeah, it's a classic. I got lucky. So this is the remastered version of Spirit They're Gone, Spirit They've Vanished. I really do appreciate this record a lot. Some of the best Animal Collective songs are on it, and I think the remastered version is so much better sounding than the original, so that's nice. Again, just really good price, saw it in the Used Bin, sounds and looks great. Got a green vinyl here. Okay, next we have the newest Black Country New Road album, Forever How Long. Really love the packaging with this one because it has like the little reflective bit in the eyes, and it's also textured, which is kind of cool. Also a great album. I'll talk about it some more towards the end of the year, but I mean, it's Black Country New Road. They're gonna make bangers. Very, very cool packaging. I think I pre-ordered this. Double LP and a booklet. These are such silly drawings. Look at that guy. This album is beautiful yet very tragic. Which is, sort of the deal with Black Country. We just got our red vinyl here. It looks super glorious with the light shining on it in the background. My roommate actually had this album and gave it to me because they had 2 copies of it. Vacation by Bomb the Music Industry. Jeff Rosenstock and company on this album. It's, in my opinion, the best Bomb the Music Industry album. For anyone who likes Jeff Rosenstock and his like kind of pop punk deal, this was his OG band, or at least one of them. I love this one a ton. It's just very relatable, as Jeff's music kind of tends to be a lot of the time. Shoot. Pretty cool looking pressing. Ooh. Heavy metal, Cameron winner. It's insane how much he's blown up. Definitely gonna be a modern classic. It feels very akin to like Leonard Cohen and some traditional folk and singer-songwriter music, but it has such a very unique flair with his vocals and his lyrical content, which I really appreciate generally, because Cameron is a great lyricist. But I remember pre-ordering this when he announced it, but I didn't get it till after I did my previous vinyl video. Got a silver pressing, only makes sense. It's a great record. I don't know if I had to pick a favorite on here, what it would be. Maybe Nausicaa or Drinking Age or $0. I don't know. They're all so good. Car Seat Headrest. The Scholars. It's really good, and I think it's one of the best of the year for sure. The unfortunate thing, though, is I have a little story. One of the cats I live with, which I love all very dearly. I love all 3 of them. One of them decided to knock this over while it was on top of the little stand that we have out in the living room. And I don't know if you can kind of see, but it has like a little dent right here. Yeah, you can kind of see that. But regardless, super glad I have it. Yeah, it's a great album. I need to look into the concept of it more because I remember like looking into it a little bit and then I kind of forgot a lot of what I was looking into. But it does come with this big booklet that helps with the context of it all, which is really cool. Some very awesome art and stuff for every song on the record. Yeah. Here we have Cool World by Chat Pile. One of my faves from last year. Brutal record, sludgy, heavy, deprived, very big commentary on the state of the world right now. Chat Pile have always been really good about that. I love the pressing. It's crazy. It's like confetti or something, or like birthday cake splatter. I don't know. The nearer the fountain, the more pure the stream flows by Damon Albarn, vocalist of Gorillaz and Blur. This is one of his solo records. Depressive, kind of chilled out. There are some songs that I definitely have returned to. Royal Morning Blue and the title track, and Daft Waiter too. I also like his first solo album. I think that one's Everyday Robots. This one I'm really stoked about. This is probably one of my favorite like indie emo albums of all time. Transatlanticism by Death Cab for Cutie. This is, I think, their best album. It's such a magnum opus. It's really grown on me a lot over the years, but this album's fantastic. It's just so beautiful, so sad, but so passionate and so gorgeous on so many fronts. Such an iconic album cover with the bird. I love it. We got an insert here with all the lyrics and more art and stuff. Classic, beautiful record. Death Cab, love them. Alright, it is smaller touring band shout out time. A Deer Horse, Texas Math. I'm in a band called 5 Point Palm Exploding Heart Technique. Talked about it a little bit before. We had the chance to play with these guys. Super duper cool band. I decided to just buy one of their records while we were playing with them. And it's great. It's very reminiscent of Jarbo era Swans. So if that sounds interesting to you, check it out. It's really great. Very nice people too. Very nice people. Orange vinyl here. Heavy, dirty, gritty. Good shit. Okay, this was a really fun one that came out last year. From the Windmill scene, I believe. Fat Dog. Woof. Y'all like Fat Dogs? Dancey, punky, electronic shit. I don't know. It's really fun. It's really fun. Very bombastic, with a very expressive, over-the-top singer. It's just a lot of fun. King of the Slugs, one of my favorites on this one, as well as Wither is really good. Vigilante's an awesome opener. That shit has a great drop. Very fun album. I wouldn't be complaining if this was my Godzilla. I need to listen to more of this artist, but I really like this album, and also his newest record. But Father John Misty with Pure Comedy. One of the most gorgeous sounding societal look on the world and life and existentialism and purpose and all of that. It covers a lot, all of it, with some really cool artwork. If you sit and look at this album cover, you can see so many details. This album cover is wild. Like, the more you look at it, the weirder it gets. Love the lyrics on this album. I just kind of relate to the outlook on the state of the world, you know, some of the crazy shit that's happening, and how we cope with that, too. The title track is one of, I think, the best singer-songwriter songs ever created. Like, it is amazing. It is amazing. So many great songs, though. In 20 Years or So, or things that would have been helpful to know before the revolution. I think that's it. Phenomenal album. Next, we have the self-titled record from Foxing, which I recently figured out they broke up, which is kind of nuts. This was such a bold artistic statement for them. Probably my favorite album from them, too. I love their earlier emo stuff, but this is a lot more, like, aggressive. And one thing I really like about this album is the way it talks about kind of, like, status and their career and motivation, and self-confidence and losing touch with feeling, you know, artistic and stuff like that. It's just, I love it. I love the way this album talks about it. So rest in peace to Foxing. Great band. And also, I believe this pressing is sick. Boom. Very icy looking. I am a bit bummed that they broke up, but at the same time, if you look at the lyrics of this album, it kind of makes sense. All the lyrics. Right here. Foxing. Dude, I hate this camera sometimes. This band So underrated. I have been loving the shit out of this band recently. Frog. This is 1000 variations on the same song. These guys are so fun. Really, really catchy indie. They know how to scratch that itch in my brain with their music. This is one of their newest records. They don't really press their stuff on vinyl too much outside of their newest 2 records. Listen to Count Bateman is a great record. Grog is a great album. Whatever it is, we probably already had it. That one's really good. They're so catchy, so fun. A little bit of like a country twang in there every now and then. The singer has a very interesting voice. Had these guys on repeat. Frog, go give them a listen. Love them a ton. Next, I was talking about Cameron Winter earlier, but of course, I could not go without talking about Getting Killed by Geese. I've loved these guys for a long time, but this album is what skyrocketed them into the stratosphere with fame, and it's amazing. It is amazing. So it makes sense why it did. I think all 3 of their albums are like so good, and it's really hard for me to pick a favorite. This one is just like song after song, amazing, a moment after amazing moment. We got a clear pressing here. There's a bomb in my car. They're badass. I actually got to see them live 2 weeks ago, a little less than that. Amazing show. They're incredible. Geese, they're like the band right now, as they should be. To say, if I had to pick a favorite song, it's probably Long Island City, Here We Come, or Here I Come. Now we have 2 records from George Clanton. We have Fowlinium and Ooh Rap Ah Ya. I've really become a big George Clanton fan. He just has such a great sound, a great new wave sound, such a vibe, such an atmosphere, so psychedelic and so surreal. I just feel like if it was new wave, but like actually new, you know? But yeah, also just love the freaking pressing. This one has some of my favorites from him. I've Been Young and Everything I Want, Justify Your Life. Those are all great songs. Fowlinium. This is with TV Girl, which I'm honestly not like super duper familiar with. I've heard some stuff and I think it's, you know, pretty cool. I think George Clanton carries this record a little bit. It's great. It's kind of short, but just every song is good. Pressing is insane. Love it. Really cool. Feels like a star is exploding or something. I don't know. Butterflies, Summer 2000. And then, The Sweet Life. I really like that one too. Just lots of fun. Really satisfying music to listen to. Oh. Summer 2000. It's kind of hard to go wrong with him. He just has so many great records. Next, we have a couple of albums from the indie band Good Morning. Here's the album, or I think it's actually kind of an EP, Shawcross. This was one of their most popular records, but it's just great. Has really great lo-fi indie sound, chill vibes all the way. It scratches an itch for me, for sure. Baby Blue, vinyl. And then we have, a little bit later down the line for them, Barnyard. This one, a little bit more hi-fi, but not like super hi-fi. It still has a low-key sound. But this just, so many beautiful songs. Too Young to Quit, such a freaking emotional, beautiful song. So many catchy songs on here for sure. Yeah, I just love this band. I love the vinyl to this one. Like clear and then blue in the middle. Love it. Okay, Grouper. Grouper, I've been following for a while. When I first heard this record, I was kind of like, I have no idea why I was like that, because I think this is one of her best. It is the album Ruins. It's basically just her and a piano, and it's so gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I've been falling asleep to this one a lot. She sounds like a fucking angel, and I love the way she mixes this record to where it's just everything feels very distant, but that really doesn't take away from anything. It just makes the vibe so much more accurate, I feel, and like honed in. But yeah, I love this album. I remember I went record shopping literally with this album on mind, and I'm like, oh, I really hope this record store has it. And they did, and I got it. So, As Above, So Below by Highly Suspect. Really interesting deal with this band. I kind of grew up listening to them a little bit. Their first 2 albums I really loved, and I still honestly really like. And then they released 2 albums after that I really just didn't care for that much. But then they released this one, and this is their newest one. It's pretty fucking cool. Definitely a little bit of a return to form for them, but also they do some weird shit on this album. Admittedly, there are some moments on it that I still am kind of like iffy about, but I think there are some fantastic songs on here, like the song Melatonia. Summertime Voodoo's pretty cool. Run for Your Death is kind of crazy. And I think this is a cool pressing. Yeah. Boom. Pretty sick. The art around this album is really cool too. Like, look at this. There we go. Thank you, camera, for working with me for once. Not my favorite by them, but I decided to grab it just because I don't have any of their records, and important band in my early years, I guess, of getting into music. I think this is one of the only Jack White records I don't have, but it's Boarding House Reach, one of his most experimental and one of my personal favorites. For that reason, I think there are so many awesome songs on here. Yeah. It's Jack White. You know what he's about. He's the guy. He's been in like 50 bands. He's done everything ever. You know, that guy. Okay, last in this pile. Oh my god. Worry by Jeff Rosenstock. I was talking about him a little bit earlier with Bomb the Music Industry, but this is my favorite thing he's ever done. I love this album. This is, in my opinion, the best pop punk album ever made. I love the Black Parade. I love, other stuff along that line. This is my favorite pop punk album ever. It's just so raw and passionate. Just a big middle finger to society and just the way some things are right now. If you like punk in any shape or form, give this a listen. I completely forgot I had this one. No Name. Yeah, I forgot to talk about this. Back to basics, White Stripesy, sort of vibe. It's really good. Really, really good. It's just a blue, gradient for an album cover, which is kind of wild, but that's how I'm feeling. Next pile here. We have This Old Dog by Mac DeMarco. Possibly my favorite from him outside of... Actually, I don't know, because I love Salad Days and 2 as well, but regardless, great, great, great album. This is an album kind of dedicated to his dad. I know that. Yeah, it's very pretty. Very pretty. One of his most detailed records, but just also very gorgeous in every way. I also like this album cover a lot. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, this one is a very drastic switch up from the one I just talked about. This was a very recent pickup. This is MG Ultra Psycho Warrior by Machine Girl. Something just really told me to get this one on vinyl, even though it's not what you'd think of vinyl listening initially, just because of how fucking batshit insane this album is. This is one of the heaviest, most hardcore. This is insane. This album is insane. Machine Girl, they cranked the fucking chaos meter up on this one, and I love it. I love it for that. Crazy album cover, nuts. If you like digital hardcore at all, if that's your cup of tea, then this is the shit. This is the shit. Also love this pressing. So cool looking. Rest in peace to Mac Miller. Balloonerism, yeah, it's great. I really, really enjoyed this one. I've definitely heard a chunk of Mac Miller's stuff, but I really need to give him his whole discography a full listen. But I really, really enjoyed his newest record here, Balloonerism. So emotional, and you could tell something was going on just in the lyrics here. It's really fucking sad shit. Yeah, just great lyricist, songwriter. It's a sad one. It's a bit of a brutal one, especially Tomorrow We'll Never Know. Holy shit. I love fucking Rick's piano, Mannequins. Oh, DJ's chord organ. I love that as an intro. It completely grabbed me with how psychedelic it is. Do You Have a Destination? Love that one too. But yeah, rest in peace to a great songwriter. Okay, this one was a big one for this year. Maruja, Hang to Power. They finally did it. They came out with a debut album instead of just releasing EPs. And it's really, really, really good. I can't wait to talk about this one some more as the year comes a little closer to the end. But yeah, this thing is nuts. It is nuts. Long time coming. Such an anticipated album, and it checked all the boxes. They did a fantastic job with this. And I can't wait to just see what they do next. It's only up from here, I feel, with these guys. So, Microphones, Phil Elverum. I already had all the Microphones albums, but this is just kind of my little, cherry on top. This is a compilation album, I'm pretty sure. Not considered, a full, an album from him. Song Islands. Just some great stuff on this. It's more just beautiful songwriting from Phil. Yeah, he has so much music out, and this is just another great collection of songs from him. I always love in his packaging how he includes some extra something And here you kind of have a little summary. Yeah, like he said, the main floating head on the album cover has become an unofficial logo. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Model Actors with their newest record, Pirouette. I really liked their debut, and this one is just as good. More melodic, still very dancey, still very dark in a lot of areas, but yeah, just generally more melodic, and I really like that about it. Kind of an interesting gatefold here. Pink. You guys like pink? I like pink. Pink's a great color. I think they also have a very bright future ahead of them. Another local band time, Moon Medallion. Great people, kick-ass record. I believe this is their self-titled album. Support local music. Yeah. Okay, back to the Phil Elverum train. I think I pretty much have every Mount Eerie album now. Outside of a couple random releases, I think I do. I have this. In my very, I think, first vinyl video I ever made, I already had this album, but I got the version of this album that also includes Ocean Roar, and I gave the other copy to my friend so they could have it, but I just wanted the version with Ocean Roar in it. Ocean Roar is so underrated. I think it's such a great album. They kind of packaged it together as a nature trilogy, which I like to call it, which includes Clear Moon, Ocean Roar, and Wind's Poem. So yeah, great stuff here. It's so cool just how he captures the sound of what you'd think it would sound like, because Ocean Roar is very just frantic and dynamic and, you know, as crushing as the waves of the ocean, but it also is very beautiful and calm in some moments too. Clear Moon is just super atmospheric, super distant, super engulfing, which very much I feel relates to the atmosphere of the moon, and like especially this album cover where there's like mountains and it feels very still, you know. And then Wind's Poem is another roller coaster album where it's like you have some very frantic moments, dynamic moments, because the wind can get really, you know, rushed and insane, and then you got, you know, the calm after the storm sort of thing. So just really cool what he does. I love these two records, and I think they're both clear pressings. Actually, this one's black. Then we have, I bought it. I haven't listened to it yet on vinyl, but I have it. Crow Looked at Me. One of the saddest albums ever made. No doubt about it. Very cool. Oh god, I don't want to read this. This is gonna make me cry. Oh god. There's just a little like insert, like kind of context around the album. But yeah, Crow Looked at Me. Really, really cool detail. This poem on the front is called Night Palace, which is the name of his newest record, which is kind of awesome. Very beautiful poem, and very existential poem too. I'll read it on the front cover. The best thing about the past is that it's over. When you die, you wake up from the dream that's your life. Then you grow up and get to be post-human in a past that keeps happening ahead of you. That's pretty deep. I've listened to this album like maybe only 2 or 3 times ever, because it's just that sad. Also, come on. Are you serious? Ugh, god, that's so bittersweet. Just Phil hugging his daughter. I'm moving on before I start crying. And last but not least, with the Mount Eerie train, this is Lost Wisdom 2, another album with Julie Doran. Their voices, as I mentioned with Lost Wisdom 1, are just beautiful together. It's definitely not like the most substantial work in his discography, I feel, but it's still great. Still very, very, very good. Okay, moving forward from Phil Elverum. This one's pretty sick. I'm happy I was able to grab this one. MBV, these self-titled album from My Bloody Valentine. Very reflective cover. Very, very cool album that, you know, released years and years and years after Loveless, but still just such a fucking awesome listen with some very, very, very captivating, beautiful and psychedelic and entrancing atmospheres. They're freaking My Bloody Valentine, dude. They did this with Loveless too, but so just some really cool inserts, laminated photos here that very, very much represent the sound of the album. I love it a lot. I think it's so cool that they do this. Last two in this pile. Coincidence, the band is called Pile. We have A Hair Shirt of Purpose and Sunshine and Balance Beams. Jesus, I can't speak. Yeah, by Pile. Such an underrated band, dude. I love these guys so much. They've been one of my most listened to artists of the year. These are both my favorite albums from them. Hair Shirt of Purpose is very, very emotional. Not as, like, hardcore. I mean, there's definitely some post-hardcore moments, but there's also some very relaxed moments, too, that still have a lot of emotional weight to them. And I think those are my favorite moments. Leaning on a Wheel, Rope's Length, Worms, Milkshake, and also Fingers. Those are my favorites on this one. Really, really good album. I saw them live and grabbed this and also the Sunshine and Balance Beams at their merch table. They had literally like all their albums too, and I wanted all of them because they're such a great band, such a great band that not enough people talk about. Very, very like liminal, surreal looking. And then yeah, Sunshine and Balance Beams. This is their newest one. It came out this year, and I think it's my favorite from them, which is nuts because they have such a great discography, but then they dropped this shit this year, and it's like, oh my god, it's so awesome. There's more string work on this album. Just the song structures and the melodies themselves and everything going on here really, really grabbed me. It's a great record, and I think they should be so proud of this one because it's so fantastic. Love the album cover. Their album covers are really good. Next up, this is one I've wanted for a long time. So fucking glad I finally got it. Nurture, Porter Robinson. Possibly my favorite electronic album. When it comes to like, you know, more like straight up electronic music, this shit is so fucking beautiful. It sounds like the album cover. It sounds like this. It sounds like this. So emotional. Just him kind of talking about his struggles with, you know, his artistic life and his idea of like trying to live up to expectations. A lot of depression, but also realizing your place and your purpose. And there's songs about like people he loves in his life here. Like there's a lot of very emotional topics. It's about growing and changing. Like it's a very, very dense album. I love it. Porter's a beautiful songwriter. I love this freaking gatefold picture of him sitting in the grass. Yeah, look at that. Clear. A lot of clear vinyl for whatever reason. Prince Daddy and the Hyena, their debut album. I Thought You Didn't Even Like Leaving. My roommate, this is like their favorite band ever, or at least one of them. So I got this one like a while ago, but I do really like this album. It's their most like raw, like garagey sounding album, but still so many great songs, great hooks. Yeah, very emotional. I'd say it's pretty emo in some places too, but I don't know what you call this, like punk, like pop punk sort of. I don't know. It's like Midwest emo-y slightly, and then it's like a dark green. Yeah. I think I'm getting depressed again. More in the pop punk realm of things. We have the band Pup. We have The Dream Is Over, as well as The Unraveling of Pup the Band. For some reason I blanked on that name. I'm going to talk about this one first. I think this is my personal favorite Pup record. Just a lot of really great songs. This band, they're so fun. But also, you know, they're a little silly. They're a little silly. If this tour doesn't kill you, then I will. I hate your guts and it makes me ill. One more month in 22. Yeah, sorry, I'll shut up. No, the songs go hard. The songs go hard. They definitely have like a sort of charm to them in some ways. I just think they're a very fun band overall. I've seen them live a couple of times. Tour Doesn't Kill You, DVP, Life Is Over, I Couldn't Be Happier, Familiar Patterns, Pine Point, probably my favorites on this one. And then The Unraveling of Pup the Band, a little bit more wacky as you can see from this album cover. Very good one as well. I like this one a lot. Fucking crazy art here. There we go. I need to get better at showing things to the camera. I'm sorry about that. It also blew up. Rest in peace. But yeah, this one's just a kind of commentary about their place in the music industry, I feel. I think it's also, yeah, colors. Pretty neat. Matilda, Pup the Band is filing for bankruptcy, Totally Fine, Robot Writes a Love Song, all really great. Great songs. One of the newest albums from the band Psychedelic Porn Crumpets. This is Carpe Diem Moon Man. Probably my favorite record from them. This just fucking rips. It slaps. Every song goes so hard. And there's also some really cool atmospheric moments. I just think this is their best album all around. Like, they did some really cool shit with this one. I think this one has cool vinyl, maybe? Yeah. Boom. March On for Pax Ramona. Quick Math is cool. Scapegoat, really catchy, very atmospheric. Love that one. And I really like Out the Universe Pours. The riff on that song is so nuts. I have no idea how they play that shit. Also, this album cover, come on. It's so silly. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. He's having a great time. Vanisher, Horizon Scraper by Quadeca. Oh my god, dude. I remember last year, I was so excited because he was like teasing this album for so long, and it ended up beating every expectation I had. It's so good. I did a video on it. It's up on the channel. This album is the shit. A concept album about a sailor who goes into the sea trying to search for purpose in his life. I'm not going to spoil the story, but a larger-than-life album in just about every way you can imagine. One of my most listened to records of the year for sure. You got blue vinyl. The double LP too. Quadeca has just status-wise completely... the way he's progressed as an artist is absolutely nuts. Also, just one of the coolest album covers ever. I don't know why. This scratches my brain. Oh, also, I want to point this out. There's an insert that comes with it. And I think he uses this insert in one of his music videos. It's a map. It's a very strange map, but it's a map, I believe, like, of his travels, in his own weird way. Really, really cool that he included that. Villains. Queens of the Stone Age. I'm getting there. I'm getting close to getting all their records. I'm missing a few, but underrated album. I don't give a shit. This album's great. So many people hate on it way too much. At least I think so. It's one of their cleanest. It's one of their poppiest albums, even though it's literally not a pop album in any shape or form. But I think it's great. I really don't think there's a single bad song on this thing. This was one of the albums that actually got me into more, interesting music. Or at least it opened my eyes a lot more. Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's really great. Also, this artwork, this album cover, I love it. It's so cool. So freaking cool. Okay, this is one of the best punk albums I've ever heard. I don't know why it didn't click with me as much when I first heard it. I mean, I liked it when I first heard it, but The Shape of Punk to Come by Refused. This shit just goes so hard. It's like a mix of Unwound, Fugazi, and like Bad Brains. Like that's what this sounds like to me. It's just so heavy, so pummeling. The production is so good on this thing. It's a classic, and it deserves every single iota of praise it gets. Oh, here's all the lyrics on this side too. It's cool. This thing's nuts. If you like punk in any shape or form and you haven't heard this, go listen. It's incredible. This one's sick. Very happy to have this. Run the Jewels 4 or RTJ 4. Great group. I love everything this group has done. Yeah, LP and Killer Mike, they meld so well together. And this was one of their most politically relevant albums, I feel. They just had a lot to say with this one, and I really liked a lot of what they were talking about. I don't know if it's my favorite RTJ record. I think maybe 2 might be my favorite, maybe. I also really like 3. They're all really good. But, of course, pink vinyl. Such a perfect pink for the album cover. Boom. When it comes to the track list, Yankee and the Brave, absolutely love that one. And I also really like The Ground Below. That's an underrated one in my opinion. A Few Words for the Firing Squad, that one's great too. These guys kick ass. They're so cool. Next, the newest album from post-punk outfit out of the UK, Windmill Scene, Shame, Cutthroat. Pre-ordered this. From what I've seen, the reception of this one hasn't been as great as previous Shame records, which I kinda get, but like, I fucking love it. I think it's awesome. It definitely feels more like a collection of songs rather than like an album. Everything the vibe-wise stays in a certain realm, like with Food for Worms or even Drunk Tank Pink. But that being said, I still fucking love it. They have such an energy that I can't not enjoy. And I just kind of am surprised some people are like on it, because I really like it. It's not my favorite Shame record, but it's great. I still think it's great. Love the title track. Love Nothing Better. Plaster's cool. Hackshot is easily my favorite on this record. It's insanely good. I love Axis of Evil too. Screwdriver is sick. I've been returning to a lot on this one. Cool picture of the band. And sick pressing as well. Kind of like orangey red. Always will be excited to see where they go. Silver Sun Pickups. Indie rock from the 2000s. This is Carnivis. This was their debut album, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia, just personally. I grew up with a lot of the 2000s stuff, like indie stuff, and these guys were definitely on that list. Love the album cover, love the gatefold here, beautiful artwork. Yeah, it's just a really enjoyable album. Obviously, freaking Lazy Eye, like that's like one of the indie songs of the 2000s. And then also 3 Seed, love that one for being really low key. Beautiful guitar riff on that one. Rusted Wheels, cool. Checkered Floor is cool. 2 records from this kind of garage rock, slightly bluesy indie band called Sloth Rust. Really, really, really love this band. I've especially been resonating with them throughout the last year. I have my favorite album from them, Of Course You Do, Ostrich. Love the Ostrich. And then Everyone Else. I think this is definitely their best record. Yeah, literally no skips. Beowulf has one of the coolest breakdowns I've heard in like forever. No Eye Candy, super catchy. Crockpot, so anthemic. Love this one. The Magnets tracks are beautiful, very personal. Juice is super fun. Yeah. love, love, love this band. They're so fun. I got this at their show whenever I saw them a while ago. Another cool vinyl. Boom. Crazy Green. And then also, Everyone Else, another great record from them. I definitely like Of Course You Do Better, but this one definitely has some of their best songs, especially the song Horseshoe Crab. Yeah, Horseshoe Crab. That one's very emotional, well, a little silly, but very emotional. And then here's the sleeve, very beautiful, cool looking. Love it. Last 2 of the pile. Jason Molina, Songs Ohio. 2 from him. Here we have Didn't It Rain, and of course Magnolia Electric Co. If it'll focus the camera. I heard Didn't It Rain kind of close to after I did the video on Magnolia Electric Co. Basically as good as Magnolia. This thing is so bleak. This is sadder than Magnolia, but it's so good. Jason Molina is so special as a songwriter. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful songwriter. God, this album's so good. My favorite tracks on this one are Blue Chicago Moon for sure. That's oh my god, that song. And then the title track, Rest in Peace to Jason Molina. I'm still not done talking about him though, because of course, one of my favorite albums ever at this point. Look at that fucking art. That's nuts. So glad I ended up checking this out and doing the video, because this is a one of a kind album. The passion and just like his lyrics, so goddamn good. Straight to the core, straight to the fucking heart. But yeah, Jason Molina, love this man and his albums. Okay, last stack. Still can't believe how much vinyl I've gotten. Squid, Cowards. That is the album. Great freaking record. I love it. I know some people weren't as keen about it as their first 2 records, but I love it. I just think this band does everything right. I think they're so interesting. I think this is possibly the most interesting album from them lyrically. I don't know if these are legit signatures. These might actually be legit signatures from the band. I think they are. Wow. Yeah, I forgot about that, because I pre-ordered this, so I think it is. But another clear record. But yeah, this fucking album is awesome. Like it's so creepy sounding, very, still out there and weird as they are, and I just love it. Daddy's Home by St. Vincent. Love a lot of her music. I've listened to all her records. I did like a deep dive at one point. Yeah, this one's really cool. This is like slightly a little bit more of a traditional sound in terms of her records, but I still think she pulls everything off really well. It's a very slick vibe of an album. I really like it. I definitely think it's one of her best. Next we have classic emo band, Sunny Day Real Estate, How It Feels to Be Something On. This is my favorite Sunny Day album. I know Diary everyone likes too, but this one, I think they just get the most melodic. There's some very slick, sinister sounding songs on this one. Mainly Pillars is the song I'm mentioning, but the title track's amazing. I love the Shark song. I forgot the whole name of it, but yeah, this is just a really great record. Not too much else to say, but great band. That's a big one. I bought this. To Be Kind, Swans. This is my first Swans vinyl, actually, which is kind of nuts. But I finally decided to buy their records. Their records are just kind of expensive, and which makes sense because, yeah, it is a triple LP. Okay. Yeah, this is the only, I think, well, actually, no, because I have the Undertale soundtrack, and that's like 5 records, but it's triple LP, I don't have many of these, so I still think this is their best album. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Swans Are Dead comes pretty close. Glowing Man comes pretty close, but I think this is still my favorite. It's cool because my roommates have the other 2 albums of the trilogy. They have The Seer and Glowing Man, so I was able to complete the trilogy by getting this. Another local band shout out. We love local bands. We love them. The band is called Totally Fucked But Unfortunately Not Dead Yet. It's a great band name. They kind of just go by TF Bundy though. This is their newest record, Dead Heat. Post-punk. If you like post-punk, if you like Shame, if you like all that sort of shit, check it out. Very cool band. They blew me away live, so I just wanted to grab one of their records, and it's great. Sounds awesome. Next, we have Water From Your Eyes. Love these guys. Experimental, rock, pop. They really are hard to put a genre tag on. They're very experimental, but I have two of their records. First, I have Everyone's Crush. This is the album that introduced me to them, and I liked it, but I love it now. I think this is a really cool album. Very weird album too, but everything they're doing here is really interesting. And again, it took some time to grow on me, and so I could get used to the sound, but I really like it. I think Barley 14 is cool. True Life is a fucking banger. The title track's great. Cool shit with this one. And I have another one of their records, but this one's a little bit more special because it is signed. I got to catch them live very recently, actually. It was pre-signed, but I still got to talk to Rachel, which is the singer. So, yeah, super grateful for this. Very, very nice people. Cool band. And this is their newest record. It's a beautiful place. It's really cool. Very wild and all over the place. I got kind of another clear. So much clear this time around. A really fun album. Yeah, Life Signs playing classics. Knights in Armor. Yeah, those are probably my faves. That album cover, and then also, oh my god, yeah, holy shoot. Holy short. Yeah, a bunch of lyrics and stuff. It's cool. I always debate with myself about whether I want to hang stuff up or not, because I kind of like keeping it in the vinyl so I can always take it out and look at it whenever I'm playing the album. But I also like want to hang these up because they're so cool. It's a dilemma in my mind. We have three more, and we're done. Actually, crazy coincidence that these two are back to back. I have the newest Weather Day album, and I also have this one signed. This is Hornet Disaster. Fucking love this album. It's so good. There was like a solid 3 to 4 months where this was basically the only thing I was listening to. This and Come In too. Weather Day generally has really clicked with me. Yeah, I saw them live, and I got the record, and I got to talk to Sputnik for a second. Very, very nice person. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It was a cool experience, and I love the record. Great album. Such cool artwork. Oh my god. The like pixelated stuff, it's great. Also wanted to show the vinyl itself. Like a blanket taken from the attic. Yeah, here's the pressing. Yeah, sick looking. I can sing along to a lot of these songs. They're so catchy. So many catchy songs. I think I still like Come In a little more, just personally, but I really do appreciate this one a lot too, and as I said, I've had a lot of it on repeat. Just the lo-fi, somewhat abrasive, but just really satisfying indie sound. Sputnik and Weather Day generally knows how to pull that off very well. Next up, we have Cousin by Wilco. I kind of just snagged this one because I saw them live. It's not my favorite Wilco record, but I do like it. I was just like, I want to take something back from this concert because it was a very special concert for me and my friend. But this is the last one. This is it. This is the last one. I waited, I think, about a year for this album to arrive, which is nuts, but it finally arrived, and I'm glad it came. I'm really glad it came. Death of a Rabbit by Your Arms Are My Cocoon. Yeah, stoked about this one. It's a great screamo, scrams album, and I know some people are hit or miss with it. I just love it. I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. Bands like this, Godfuck, Ginger Bee, oh my god, Dead Butterflies, shout out. There's more, but I can't think of more. It's a really fun scene of music. Very, like, entertaining music to listen to, and yeah, this album's great. Very emotional, hard-hitting, has that lo-fi edge that is great, and I absolutely love the pressing. It's one of my favorite vinyl pressings I have. I think Runner Duck and the title track are probably my faves. Yeah, just, you know, smaller band, but has kind of a cult fan base that I was happy to stumble into. They were, I think, the first show I saw of the year. Yes, Death of a Rabbit, Your Arms Are My Cocoon. And that's it. That is all the vinyl I got this year. Wow, that was a lot. Rest in peace, wallet. Why do I do this to myself? I mean, I know why I do it, because I just love doing it, and I love records, and I love everything about records, but at the same time, you know, it's been a very fun year of collecting. I mean, some of this was also from last year, just because I usually do these videos like right before the end of the year, but yeah. And I'm super grateful to have all this music that I love physically, so if the world shuts down, I can still listen to it. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me yap for literally forever. I will see y'all soon, whenever the next video comes out. Yeah, as always, you know, that's how that works. Bye.